These are 3 books I believe personally that everybody should read. Now, these 3 books have a little bit of something for everyone, but it should provide a foundation for everything else to come in life. Now, it doesn't matter if you're in your 50s, you're 40, or if you're 20 something, 18, 16. These books will provide a lot of insight for your life, oftentimes for subjects that aren't covered in school, like mental stability, the subconscious, spirituality, money. These books encompass those things that they weren't taught to us in school, but they are very important and influence a large portion of our life. Number 1, it's a little controversial, but a lot of successful people that are watching this will be very familiar already with this book, but needs to be said, The Secret. This book definitely played a big role in my life to start being successful. Now, if you're very religious, that's fine. It's not a problem. This book covers religion and spirituality, but most importantly, it talks about how your attitude is the number 1 indicator of your life and the pathway of how your life is going to play out. So The Secret is definitely one of the books that I believe personally everybody should read. It has so much value and so much insight on your life. But what's important is once you learn The Secret, once you learn the law of attraction, it's what you do after that's the most important and what most people seem to neglect. It's what comes after the law of attraction. You know what I mean? Harnessing the energy and the potential in your mind and how you think is very important, but converting that into actionable items is what's most important and what should come next. So let's say book number 3. Let's say book number 3 on that one. Book number 2 of another book that I believe everybody should read is, again, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. This book really talks about a very obscure subject, which is your subconscious. What are you thinking about subconsciously? What are you thinking about without thinking about it? You know what I mean? It's very difficult. It's very difficult. This really helps you refine the law of attraction or refine your day-to-day thinking. You know what I mean? Are you a negative person? Are you a positive person? Are you overly hopeful? Are you a helpless romantic? Yes, no, why? This covers a lot of things. This might even help you with dreams or depicting dreams or having better dreams. It'll improve the relationships in your life. But most importantly, this is a book that I believe everybody should read because it helps you refine your subconscious mind, what it is, what it does, and how to utilize it to your favor. So this one's a good one. Now the last one, we all know books that cover money. All of us know books that cover money. And the best part about when you really dial down to books that talk about money, financial freedom, anything like that, success, is if you really follow the paper trail, they all kind of originate from one book. There's just one book it kind of all trails to. And even this book, the first book that I want to recommend everybody should watch, should read, is even this book trails back into another book. But the point is, this one is easier to digest, and that is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is a fantastic book because it provides so much value, and even the book will tell you, it provides so much value that you have to read it several times in order to fully understand the book. And even then, I have listened to this in the audiobook, I have read it again, and every time I read it, I'm just like, wow, how did I miss that the first time? You know what I mean? This is one of those books that you buy it, you reread it, you listen to it, you go to conferences about it. This is one of those books that it just keeps going. This is something that you should always have with you. If you're gonna read a book on an airplane, read this book. Sit down, read this book, read it again. If it's hard to digest, that's okay. Try just reading one chapter. reflect on it, and read it again. But this book has changed my life and my attitude about money, and having a better understanding of how money flows, how money transfers, because money's a lot like energy. You know what I mean? Money can't be created or destroyed. It can only change shape, change hands. And everybody knows that money follows attention. There's just so much value in this book, so much that this book will teach you. But the point is the same. I believe everybody should read these 3 books: The Power of the Subconscious Mind, Think and Grow Rich, and then of course The Secret. Now this one's a professional preference because this is one of the first books that I listened to into self practice, and it was actually given to me by my mom. My mom gave me this book because she wanted me to be successful, and I am so grateful that she did, because it definitely was the first stepping stone for me to be successful. What other books do you guys know that other people should read or that you recommend? Please let me know in the comments. I'm very eager. I'm an avid reader. I take recommendations very seriously. I do research them and I do try them out. Anyways, my name is Ulysses, and remember to stay sharp.